all of those teachers, teaching assistants, school support staff, who through the very height of this pandemic went into school every single day, opened the doors and welcomed those children of critical workers and those most vulnerable children. He picks upon a really important point, and this is why we're working so closely with head teachers and teachers, in terms of actually making sure that we identify the real needs of every single child. And in terms of a catch-up package, in terms of the tutoring, that is making sure it's absolutely targeted at their needs and delivers what they need in order for them to be able to catch up. But we do need the class teachers to be able to make those assessments for those children in order to make sure it's the most effective delivery for them.
We now go to Richard Burgon.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. We all want schools to reopen in September, but only if it's safe for pupils, teachers and the wider community. Just this week, the Health Secretary acknowledged that an unusually high rate of coronavirus infections amongst children in Leicester was part of the reason for reimposing restrictions there. In my own constituency, there's been reports of coronavirus in 3 primary schools. School reopening must be safe and led by the science. So can the Secretary of State confirm that the measures that he has announced today will be signed off as safe by the government's scientists?
Sadly, the honourable gentleman wasn't on mute, but I can absolutely assure the honourable gentleman that Public Health England have signed off all of this advice. And actually, if the honourable gentleman will take the opportunity to read what Public Health England recently said about Leicester, it states that while there had been good provision of primary school access for children since the beginning of June, researchers said that they could find no analytical link between this and any real or apparent rise in new infections in Leicester. We, on this side of the House, are all committed to opening all schools for all children of all year groups, and I look forward to working with the honourable gentleman, and many members on the other side of the House are equally committed to doing the same, but we're only doing this because we know it is safe to do so.
David Simmons.